Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, the place where we talk about manifestation, soul alignment, and healing. Today I wanted to create a more intimate experience, and I've been really immersed in a creation cave, and so I felt like keeping this real raw, intimate instead of getting ready, setting up my camera and everything. I was like, let's do it quick, easy, raw, authentic. So, just a little backstory before we start. I've been feeling a real shift, a big shift in my life. And I started feeling this energy emerging, I would say, a few months back, but it was still pretty far away from me. I could sense it, but I cannot feel it completely. And I wouldn't feel the presence of this energy, but I could smell it, if I could say, if I can say. And last week, I just felt the switch and the shift, and I went right in. And it started actually a few weeks ago, where I just felt the call to go within, to really center myself and be clear about the things I wanted to create, because I was feeling that birthing creatrix energy. And so that's when I came back here, when I created the Divine Creatrix community, because I felt like there was something that needed to be birthed in through me. And so, yeah, that's what's happening. And the last 2 days, I've been putting together a really exciting offer that I will share with you soon. But until that, I will be hosting a free masterclass today when you see this video at 11 a.m. EST. This is going live at 10 a.m. So if you see this and want to join us, I will leave the link down below. And after the masterclass is done, I will put the link to get the replay here so you can get it. The masterclass is called Divine Alignment, and I'm going to share 5 mental shifts and 5 mental energetic shifts that help me connect with my higher self and literally step out of my limited self and start attracting my desires and what I wanted. And this video is pretty much in the same energy. I wanted to talk about what is divine alignment and why it is crucial to actually get what you want. So I posted a video yesterday, 2 days ago, on TikTok about the quantum leaps I've experienced in my fitness journey, my relationship, and pretty much in all aspects of my life. But in my video, I talk specifically about my fitness journey, and it got viral and got a lot of questions. And one that stuck with me and that seems to come back again and again is how to release the doubt and how to keep holding on your vision and how to manifest even though you feel doubt or you don't see the results. So that's what we're talking about today. How to manifest your visions into reality even though you feel doubt, and how to overcome that doubt. I'm gonna drink a little sip of my favorite sparkling water. It's herbs and sparkling water and maple syrup is so good. So let's get into it. I'm gonna remove that from the here. I don't want it to make a mess. So the thing to understand, and I think most people overlook, is that when we talk about elevating your frequency, merging with your higher self, creating quantum leaps in your life, manifesting your desires. A lot of people, including myself in the past, believe that there's no doubt, there's no fear, there's no limitation involved once you reach that reality, once you reach that frequency. And this is the biggest illusion of all, because the truth is that as long as we are on earth here, we will forever and ever have an ego, because it's part of our human experience, and it is because of our ego that we stay alive. And so you will never stop having negative thoughts. You will never stop feeling limited in certain areas of your life or in certain moments of your life, and you will never stop experiencing fear or negative emotions. So let's get this out of the way, because we must stop believing that there will be a better time in the future, an easier time in the future, or more freedom in the future. Everything is happening right here, right now. And it's not about releasing or deleting your ego or the negative thoughts, but learning how to overcome them and not let them control you. Because you are the creator of your life. You are a divine creatrix. Creator if you're a man watching my video. But being a divine creator, creatrix, doesn't mean that you don't experience human emotions like fear, doubt, frustration, anger, overwhelm, anxiousness, stress, all of it. It will be forever part of our reality. We just have to come back to the driver's seat and let the ego do its thing, but not let the ego control our life, our reality. And so that would be the most important part in terms of how to manifest your reality when there's doubt. Understanding that it's not about escaping the doubt or not feeling the doubt. It's actually reframing and redirecting your attention so you come back in the driver's seat of your life and you know where you're going. Because if you have a certain vision that you're desiring, that is calling your soul, your heart, then you know where you're going. The problem is that's a point too, is that we stop listening to the direction we're being called to. We stop listening to the callings because we believe our present reality is more true, more real than the vision we're receiving or the calling we're hearing or sensing. When you are in the driver's seat of your life, you know that your inner callings, your desires, and your dreams are the true callings, the true purpose of your life. And it doesn't mean because it's not real right here, right now, in this reality, in your present reality that you're experiencing, that it means that they will never be real or that they are not true or that they are separate from you. The moment you start connecting and relating to that separation and being like, oh, well, it's not here, so I guess it's not meant for me, or I guess it will never happen, then you're just feeling the absence of your dream, tuning into the absence of your dreams. instead of actually connecting to their presence and being in their presence. I said this in a video on TikTok, but the reason people don't get the result they want is that they're not clear about what they want. They think about their dreams, but they don't think from their dreams. And when you're thinking about your dreams, you are not in their presence. As I said before, you are in the absence of it because you're thinking about it as if you were watching a movie. And there's nothing wrong with that because most of our callings and visions come from that perspective for some of us. But then once we have seen that vision, and if we feel like it's meant for us, if there's a part of us that lights up because of that vision, because of that desire, then we must know that there's a part of us, our future self, our higher self, that is literally calling us in that direction. Energy doesn't lie. Energy doesn't lie. And so once you felt that spark, then it's your responsibility to get clear about that, about that specific vision, about that specific reality you want to experience, that you know is for you. And from there, you think from your dreams. And the reason that the doubt gets real and eats you alive, or literally is infused in all of your thoughts, all your actions, and your beliefs, is because you think away from your thoughts. You don't think from your thoughts. For your dreams, sorry. You don't think from your dreams. The moment you get clear, crystal clear with that vision, and you embody it, then even though it's not here right now, every cell of your being knows that you're in the direction of that vision and that it is inevitable for it to happen. It's just a matter of time in the third reality until it manifests. But it's already done at an energetic level because you're living it within. You're feeling the excitement, you're feeling the passion, you're feeling the pull, you're feeling the calling. You're literally emanating that energy right now, right here, in the present moment, even though it's not yet there. And the simplest example is the one that I use on that TikTok that went viral. It took me 6 years, to get this in my fitness journey. I was 40 pounds overweight and I wanted to lose that weight. Backstory, I gained that weight really quickly after my first breakup with my first boyfriend, and I gained a lot of weight because I was under a lot of stress during that relationship. And so the moment I was out of that relationship, my system just wanted to secure itself after losing and being so skinny for a long time. And I gained a lot of weight quickly. And then I wanted to come back to my best shape, my best weight, because I wasn't feeling my best after gaining 40 pounds. And I was trying everything you can imagine, drinking the detox teas that were in at that time, at the beginning of Instagram. I was even buying weight loss pills. I was not eating any carbs. I was doing intense cardio, even though I hated it. I was doing all the things. But because it was coming from a place of desperation and a place of feeling stuck somewhere I didn't want to be, then all I was fueling was more desperation, more frantic energy. And I didn't have any results. And so because I didn't have any results, I would stop, start again, stop, start again, stop, start again, but always from that desperate energy. I would be like doubtful, fear, frustrated that I didn't have any result, stop, then feel the guilt, the shame, the desperation again, and start from there. And I would do cycles like this for 6 years. Until the moment I realized, actually didn't realize it at the time, but now that I look at it, what shifted inside of me is that the narrative of losing weight started to shift. Instead of being something I was desperate about, I made the decision to never feel like that anymore, because I came to a point where I was binge eating. I would go out, drink a lot of alcohol, and I was just feeling so not good inside my body. And I got to a point where it was enough. It was enough, and I didn't want to feel like that ever. And I made a decision in a split second of like, this is it. I remember I was looking at myself in the mirror. I was like, this is it. I don't want to feel like this ever again. I'm over this. I'm over this. And I'm sure you had moments in your life that feel like this. And that was the spark for me of being like, this is not who I am. This is not the reality I want to experience. I'm over it. I no longer settle for this. And from that decision, I open up a new perspective. Since I was no longer willing to settle for that, then my perspective shifted into, wait, so if I no longer want to settle for this, what is possible? And from that moment on, I started feeling and sensing the possibility of actually having the body of my dreams and feeling good in my body. And so everything from that point on didn't come from the place inside of me that was desperate because I hated my body, but from hopefulness, excitement, motivation to feel at my best. Can you sense the difference there? This is the most important thing, because energy doesn't lie. And it's not about the actions, it's about the energy behind your actions. And so I wanted to feel at my best. And because that was my driving force, my motivation, I would no longer do extreme diets because they felt terrible. I would no longer buy pills because of pressure and fear. And I will no longer do intense hours of cardio because I didn't love it, like it, I hated it since the beginning. So I stopped doing things that didn't feel good, and I started doing things that felt good, because now my direction, my driving force was feel good, to feel good. And because energy doesn't lie, if I was fooling myself in doing things that didn't feel good, then I was not feeling good. And then I had to redirect myself and be like, that's true, I don't want to feel like this ever again. I want to feel good. So let's do this in a way that feels good. And so I learned about macros. I started eating in a way that I enjoyed, without restricting anything, but in a way that I understood what I needed to actually fuel my body in a way that was optimal for my health and for me specifically. And again, I stopped doing things out of fear, so I wouldn't compare myself anymore. I would see people, and instead of feeling less than, let's say people that had the type of body I wanted, instead of feeling less than, I started being like, oh my God, inspiration. I can do this too. And in less than a year, I actually manifested my dream body. And this is an example, but this is what happened as well in my relationships blueprint. For most of my life, all my life, I was only in toxic relationships. And after my breakup with my ex in 2020, I had the same realization. I'm over this. Never again. I vowed to myself to never do that to myself again. Never again. And so I went on the same path. I healed what I had to heal. I cleared what I had to clear to no longer fall in those stories, and convince myself that I was comfortable in places I learned to tolerate. I'm going to say this again. I stopped fooling myself and listening to the stories that were convincing me that I was comfortable in places I learned to tolerate. I hope this hit and lands in the right places, because this is all about it. The doubt will be there. You will feel doubt. Sometimes you're doing all the right things and the results are not yet there. But let's not forget that the material realm is ruled by time and space. And so as much as change can happen in a split second, sometimes it's about alignment. Not so much about time and creating, not so much about the need of struggling for a long time, but just creating the right environment, the right space, the right energetic capacity for things to happen. And so let's remember that it doesn't mean because it takes, let's pause for a second. As I was saying, it doesn't mean because you don't see the results yet in your material, physical reality, that it means that it's not happening, that it's not moving. And so when you're in touch with that energy, with your vision, and you keep fueling that vision with your energy, with your attention, with your passion, with your excitement, then there's no way it's not gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. Literally, it's just a matter of time. And I also like to say the paradox of this, the little paradox. It's not about time, it's about alignment. And although we are in the third dimension, and the third dimension, the material realm, is ruled by time, we also have access to the unseen, the infinite field of information, consciousness. And so when we focus on alignment more than hustle, intensity, what we do, and instead start aligning ourselves with the energy of that vision, then the less time is needed, because like attracts like. And yeah, so in order to align yourself with that reality, is to keep it alive within first, and to be so I have a word in mind, but I don't find it exactly. Let's say feel so turned on by that vision, lit up, feel so lit up by that vision that there's no way you're settling for less than that vision. In your day-to-day life, you know that you're excited to manifest your soulmate. You know you can't wait to feel the aliveness, the magnetism, the confidence of having your dream body. Or you can't wait to feel the freedom and abundance of attracting money or your dream travel, whatever it is. You feel so excited by that there's no way you're gonna settle for the story that's like, it's never gonna happen. You're not good enough. Or maybe you will maybe you will forever be alone. Maybe he won't like you because of this or this and this. All those stories that feel so away from that reality will never be as appealing as the stories that fuel and feel the vision. So yeah, never forget, always remember that it's not about erasing doubt from your life or fear. Secondly, align yourself with the energy of that vision. Use that vision as your GPS. Use that vision as the guidance to get there. It's your final destination. And just like you would put your GPS in your car to get somewhere you've never been, then you're following the path to get there, and the final destination is that address. And so see your visions, your dreams, your desires as that final address. And when you tune to that, then you get the path from where you are right now to where you want to be. And the gap is that energy. Because when you tune into that, then you are more aware of the thoughts, the stories, the actions, the state of being that will make this true. And so there's no real gap after that when you start to tune in. Because this is the end, but it's also the mean to the end. And once you're aligned with that, just keep yourself turned on. Just keep yourself lit up with the stories, the actions, the hobbies, the routines, whatever it is that make that reality feel real right now. And that fuel that reality at every moment of your life. So I guess this is what concludes what I was feeling about this. And again, if you catch this video before Saturday, May 20th, before 11 a.m., you can join the free masterclass, the Divine Alignment Masterclass I'm doing on the same day. And we're going deeper into this. I'm going to give you specific practices, specific examples on how to actually tune into your higher self and let go of that limited self perspective that includes doubt, fear, and everything that doesn't feel that good. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know in the comments below if any of what I said resonated with you, if it opened any doors for you. And also let me know in the comments what topics, or if you have any questions you want me to talk about. Let me know down there. And yeah, you can read in the description box below how to join the Divine Creatrix community if you want to access the free trainings and a community of like-minded women, and also any other information you could know about what's happening in my world right here, right now. Thank you so much for joining today, and I hope you're having a magical day wherever you are. Let's remember that every day is another opportunity to create even more magic. Bye.